So, Jill, I was telling you about... Oh my god, you're not my wife? Holy crap! Oh, where do I go? I'm gonna sit over here. I don't want to talk to you right now. Hey, John. Oh, what's up, Steven? Right. I'm ready for ice cream. It's ice cream after this, right? Welcome to the revolution. Fox News alert, morning show alert, hello. God, what's up there? I love this video of Joe Biden. He literally, I feel like he thinks he's talking to Jill. And then she comes in, oh, get over there. And he's like, oh my God. Oh. All right, next clip. As an Irishman, I'm offended by this, and you should be too.
My grandfather used to say that being Irish is enough. At any rate, I won't go into that.
What does that even mean? Being Irish is enough. And if you're Irish and you're insecure about your own Irish ancestryhood or the fact that you are Irish, you're enough. You don't have to be anything more. You don't have to be Scottish. You don't have to be British. You don't have to be part of the UK. You're enough. It's just like, I think this is one of my favorite things Joe Biden does is when he goes into something and then he just immediately stops and then he doesn't leave you with anything. And then you're sitting there questioning your whole life, wondering, what just happened? What did we just talk about? Who are you? Where are we? It's the most incredible thing ever. All right, let me just check on some settings real quick. Getting some things going. I love these like early morning shows. They're kind of my favorite. All right. There is news everywhere calling Elon Musk a MAGA supporter or a maggot or basically Donald Trump in the flesh, just with more autism. And here is, whoa, here's the interview with Don Lemon. And this clip from Don Lemon, I think, tells you everything you need to know about how the media interpret Elon Musk and his platform, because they don't have nuance in their life. They can't just see people as individuals. They have to paint you as the other. And so if you don't spouse exactly how whatever they say to spouse, to say out loud, then they'll just call you a MAGA supporter. Here's Don Lemon, and there's a news article to go along with this as well.
Do you agree that it's right now, and that even it's moved into sort of MAGA land?
No, I don't.
Theory?
I certainly don't think it's right. The old school Twitter suspended and suppressed accounts that you'd call on the right 10 times more than they did accounts on the left. And even when they did suspend an account on the left, it was because of arguments between two people on the left. The political donations of old Twitter were 99% Democrat. Does that sound left-wing or right-wing to you?
The Twitter donations?
Yes. You know when they look at donations from a company? If a company donates literally 99% of all donations...
Donations from a company? Wait, they track that? Don Lemon, he can't do these hypotheticals. And he can't even do facts. He's like, what? But you're not going along with what I'm saying. Wasn't that question I just proposed to you just life-altering and made you question your own reality?
Are to Democrats. Does that strike you as a left-leaning or a right-leaning
you mean the company donated? I understand what you're saying.
What I'm trying to tell you is that Twitter employees...
Oh, yeah, you're the one that's an idiot. I have to change how you talk to me because you're so dumb. I don't understand. I love when people do that. When they don't understand a question and then they make it seem like the person that's asking the question is the dumb one in the end. Oh, you mean? He's like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just didn't understand. Okay, wait, come back.
I understand what you're saying.
What I'm trying to tell you is that Twitter employees, people at Twitter, their political donations were 99%, literally 99%, to Democrats. That's obviously an extremely left-leaning group.
Do you agree that it's right now and that even
No.
it's moved into sort of MAGA land?
No,
That's right, MAGA land. Elon Musk is a part of MAGA land right here. This morning I woke up to this Elon Musk MAGA Alliance by Zachary Bazoo. In public and private, Elon Musk is increasingly treating the prospect of President Biden's re-election as an urgent, even existential threat to America. Ergo, he's basically MAGA. That's right. If you think Joe Biden's doing a terrible job, the only reason you could possibly think that is because you're all of a sudden a full-fledged Trump supporter. God, this is why we fail as a culture and as a society, is that anybody that has any thoughts other than what is you're supposed to think, you're just painted as something other than, and that is the worst thing you could possibly be painted as according to the media, and that's being called a Trump supporter. Like I run into leftists all the time, and like that race being called racist is no longer a big deal, but being called a Trump supporter, that is like literally being told you're going to hell and you're going to spend eternity in hell for the rest of your life, and it's the worst thing in the whole world. It's just so silly. That's the big one. That's the big gotcha. You can't recover from that. Why it matters. Musk hasn't endorsed former President Donald Trump. Okay, so with that, we should just pause that article right there and then Axios. We should just stop writing it. He hasn't endorsed Trump, but he has critiqued Biden. Because guess who's the president right now? It's Joe Biden. I know people like to pretend like Trump is still in power and everything that Biden is doing wrong is because of something Trump did, but that's just... anybody that has two brain cells understands that. But the billionaire ex-owner has made no secret for his disdain for Biden's policies. Yes. Leveraging his massive online platform to denigrate Democrats. How dare you denigrate our ambassadors and our holy people of today's world? To promote Trump's message in 2024 elections top issues, chief among immigration. This is a big problem. I like that the people on the left, and when I say the left, I mean liberals, that they like to pretend like a mass migration isn't a problem when you have clips of Joe Biden literally saying this exact thing at 5-10 years ago. What changed? You guys have changed. I know you like to pretend like the people on the right changed. No. You guys are the ones that are changing. Importing millions of undocumented immigrants to boost Democrats' political power. They're already pushing and trying to get them to vote in local elections. And it's only a matter of time before federal elections are on the plate. They always pretend like, we're not saying you can't vote in federal elections. Therefore, the argument's over with. But if you're pushing for them to vote in local elections, where does it stop? There's either a red wave this November or America's doom, says Elon. Oh my God. This weekend, responding to a video of New York City's migrant crisis, imagine 4 more years of getting worse. The big picture had begun at least by 2022, when the Tesla CEO revealed he had voted Republican for the first time. Musk said he would support Florida Governor Ron DeSantis for president. Is that why he put it on there? Is it such big news that a billionaire CEO wants to vote Republican? Is this like such devastating news to their culture? I know Elon Musk is such a culture trendsetter and isn't like other CEOs where they're supposed to act a certain way, and he can act however he wants to act. And doing that, being yourself, they hate that because you're supposed to fall in line. You're not supposed to question the rhetoric. You're not supposed to question whatever agenda is put forth. You have to just fall in line. Bend the knee. Be a part of the movement, regardless if it makes sense or not. And Elon doesn't do that. He's got too many tisms up there. You can't force people that see mainly things black and white or very logical individuals to get on your side because they don't lie. They struggle with that whole thing. of just seeing the gray area and being okay with gray area, or even the, the other areas. They want to be told the truth, and he actually wants to make people's lives better. I guess that means everyone has to vote for Republican then, because the Democrats aren't doing a good job. And can we stop pretending that I can create a statistical chart that makes it look like Joe Biden is the greatest president of all time? Whenever you read studies, read how they conduct studies, read how the statistics are formed. Because if you don't, then you're just going to be swayed with everything you believe, and you're going to be like freaking Don Lemon, and you say questions like this to your friends and relatives.
That it's right now, and that even it's moved into sort of MAGA land.
Yeah, it's a MAGA land. Come with me, and you'll see the truth is really even right true. MAGA land. I swear he thinks it's like a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Join with me and you'll see and that even it's moved into sort of MAGA land. In a MAGA land of an interpretation. Join me in MAGA land, where you can be whatever you want. You can fly, you can cry, you can storm capitals that are worse than 9/11 over and over again. And you'll finally be free from the woke agenda. What's up, Todd? Good morning, Derek. Stay true to yourself. Just remember, facts don't care about your feelings. Your show is doing great. So proud of you. Hey, Todd, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, dude. I will always be myself. I don't have it in me to sell my soul like that. I just don't. I can't play games. If I ever sign a big deal, I won't last long. I'll be like a Tucker Carlson. I can't play games with people. I don't want to play games with you either. Like, as people that listen to the show, it's my duty to try to be as honest as I possibly can and give you my take and not be just another shill out there. Okay, let's go through some of this news. Alaska Airlines, Fox News alert. Alaska Airlines Boeing 737 inner windshield cracks while landing in Portland. Another one. What is going on? It's always Alaskan Airlines and United. At this point, I would not take either of these airlines. The windshield on Alaskan Airlines flight from Washington, D.C. cracked. It made its descent to International Airport on Sunday night with 159 passengers. Am I the only one that is like feeling like you're going to wake up one day to one of these huge airliners just crashing? And then people are going to be like, okay, I'm never flying again. And then they're going to be like, yes, good. This is good for the environment. We can finally stop flying. And only the people with private jets will fly. The rich. There is something big happening with our airline industry, and we need to get to the bottom of it. I don't know. We need some investigative reporters up in this biatch, because it's kind of the point where every day something happens. I'm at the point now where every time I jump on a plane, I'm like, I don't know. This could be it. This could be my last ride of my life. I need to tuck in. All right, this article from Fox News alert. Trump is making the January 6th attack a cornerstone of his bid for the White House. AP News. Fox News alert. Trump is making January 6th his cornerstone bid. Cornerstone? Who's making January 6th the cornerstone of his entire presidency? It's you. It's the media. It's everyone on the left, because they actually believe that Trump is leading some magical army, as Don Lemon calls, from MAGA land to storm the Capitol and take over the United States. We literally almost lost democracy that day. Not a joke. The only people that are creating and pushing this January 6th narrative that Donald Trump was just like, and I'll send the troops out and the troops will follow my lead, is the left, is the media. because they think it sells papers. They're like Team Z at this point, where they're just like trying to mold and create and build this narrative that is January 6th. If I was Trump, I wouldn't even talk about it. I would just go, you know what? There are bigger problems than what happened on January 6th. You guys are trying to create this entire narrative that I was in control of people when this happened, but I wasn't. I don't know if you know this, but I can't control you. The cornerstone? No. There are bigger problems. Part of his agenda? Sure. Should he release all the people that trespass? Yes. Is it overblown? I mean, they just had one of those, some blonde chick who is like a social media influencer. They just arrested her yesterday. I forget her name. Luca or something. I don't even remember. Yes. Are they getting rid of evidence? Is there a question still to be had? Should there be an investigation into the investigation? Yes. But is it the sole cornerstone? Is it what on everyone's mind every time they wake up or go to the grocery store and spend over $200 on groceries for their family for the week? No. No one's thinking about January 6th. Not even liberals at this point. Oh, January 6th, we got to get this guy out. As Robert De Niro says, he's not even human. I can't even play him as an actor because he has no humanness. God, they try to make this person out to be like literally Satan himself. Worse than Hitler. I honestly think at this point, if you were to put like a picture of Hitler and a picture of Donald Trump in front of a liberal's face and say, which person is worse? They would stare at that for a minute. They would be like, I know the right answer is Hitler, but I want to say Trump, and I don't know because he can affect my life today. And so I guess I'm going to say Trump and instead of Hitler, because Hitler, you know, he had some swag about him. And Trump is like literally the scariest person alive today. Not a joke. And I can't have conversations with those type of people. Anybody who would look at a picture of Hitler and I'm looking at a picture of Trump and struggle to figure out who was worse for the world, get out of my life. Get out of my life. Do you not remember reading about World War II in school? God. All right. What is next? Okay, I think I'm going to end with this. This is a breaking news report coming out of Daily Wire. I saw this title of this article, and I thought, I got to share this. Fox News alert. Biden's top intelligence agency says cross-dressing makes men better intelligence officers. Eternal documents known. This is the best part right here. I am an intelligence officer. I am a man who likes to wear women's clothes sometimes, the article titled. My gender identity and expression makes me a better intelligence officer. Yes. Amen. States in its opening line. The author goes on to argue that his decision to cross-dress merits attention, given the climate of discussion around the topic, where it sits in the larger conversation about gender identity. Nothing says incredible intelligence officer like cross-dressing. I think cross-dressing has made me a better intelligence officer, says the article. I think my experiences as someone who cross-dresses has sharpened the skills I use as an intelligence officer. How many times does this person write this? I think I'm a great intelligence officer because I'm a great intelligence officer. Cross-dressing makes me a great intelligence officer because cross-dressing. The anonymous intelligence officer claims that going on to say he is now more aware of and hopefully more supportive of my women colleagues. No. He expands at this point saying that has a better appreciation for how it can be uncomfortable to wear women's clothes sometimes. Is that why Billie Eilish always wears sweatshirts? It's just so uncomfortable to be a female these days. Trust me, girls. I know firsthand how wearing heels can make your feet hurt and make it take longer to walk somewhere. God. Our CIA, our intelligence, our armies, last night we found out that our F-35 force is only 30% combat ready. Our military is dwindling. Our intelligence officers are more concerned about this sort of thing being pushed around than actual intelligence. Is this just one big psyop to make it think like the American army is just so crappy, or the American military is just so crappy we are begging someone to attack us so we can start a World War III? I don't know at this point. It just seems too on point. This is what we're putting out. This is what our intelligence officers are worried about. No wonder I could never make it into intelligence. I was never smart enough. If I would only cross-dress, I would get the job. You know, I miss the days when we would just hire somebody based on the color of their skin. Now we're hiring people based on what they wear. Because what you wear, if it's in anything different than what we think you should be wearing, it makes you a better and smarter person. Actually, if you're a man and you dress as a woman, you already gain at least 100 IQ points. And once a month, you'll be incredibly moody. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys later tonight for the 9 p.m. Eastern show. Always